Hello, my love. Welcome back to the show. I am so excited for you to be here. I'm always excited because I feel like if I'm getting a transformation from this podcast, you are too. Today's episode is all about why you're not attracting your dream clients. This one is really important, and hopefully, you have a notepad and a pen because I want to dive into why you're not attracting the people that you want to attract. In fact, I'm here in the studio right now. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm just going to get comfortable. I have a coffee. I'm going to take a little sip. We're going to have a little talk. This one's going to be more of a conversation, less of a lesson, but I just want to talk to you about something that everybody probably needs to talk about when they are launching a business and at this point. So let's dive into what that means. A lot of times you are doing the work. You're showing up consistently. You have your brand aesthetic aligned. You've targeted those offers for one dream client. And you just aren't seeing the results. And there are several reasons why this can be showing up. The first one, and the most obvious one, is, are you being authentic? In order to attract your dream clients, you have to show up with the energy that is truly in alignment with you. Think about the people that you follow on social media, anybody that you've purchased from, or any brand that you've purchased from. You like something about the way that they make you feel. You are buying into the brand's personality, the brand culture. Well, when you are an entrepreneur of a business and you are selling a product or a service, you are asking your audience to buy into your company culture, to buy into your personality, to buy into your energy. If you are the face of the brand and not giving your brand a set of human characteristics, then if you are a personal brand or the face of the brand, then you have to operate from your authentic self. And for a lot of people, that's really hard because we don't want to be seen. We have fear of judgment. We have limiting beliefs about who we are, whether it's imposter syndrome, whether it's not feeling good enough compared to other people, this comparison trap that I've spoke about before. There are several reasons why you could be showing up inauthentically. It could also just be that you don't feel truly aligned with your business. And because of that, it's not radiating at that highest frequency, so that high vibe energy. And when you show up inauthentically, even though your brand looks aesthetically beautiful and your content looks beautiful and everything from the outside looking at your brand looks perfect, there is a disconnect. And that disconnect typically shows in the way you communicate with your audience, so that messaging, and the messaging as far as the copy that you have written on your website. And we don't always recognize when we are being inauthentic because most of us feel like we're being our true selves. And I have been sharing a lot of things lately about inauthenticity because I've noticed for myself for quite some time now, I would say for the last couple of months, I have changed. My content doesn't feel the same. My brand messaging isn't the same. My podcasts aren't the same. I've changed. And that's because as I grow and evolve and I learn new things about myself, I'm changing. And that doesn't mean that my personality has to be permanent. That means my personality gets to evolve with this highest version of me that I am becoming. And you need to give yourself the same permission to know that you get to evolve as well. That if something doesn't feel true to you anymore, it doesn't have to be your reality anymore. You get to be whoever you want to be. I know personally, I've started shifting all of my content on social media. And it might have blindsided some people who are following me because they might not have followed me for that type of content. But it wouldn't make sense for me to keep sharing something that's not in alignment with me, that doesn't touch my soul deeply, that doesn't have a mission and a purpose in my life. So I have shifted the content that I'm sharing. I've shifted my services and my offerings. I've done a lot of things in my business to align with who I am for my highest self, my most authentic self. So when you are operating as your most authentic self, your tribe eventually finds you because you show up consistently with this energy that is magnetic. Because when somebody is being true to their core and they feel like they are showing up being themselves, like, you know, those brands, those influencers, those coaches, those authority figures, the public figures, you know, the people, the celebrities, the different people, you know, these personalities that stand out. They're so magnetic, you're drawn to them. And it's because they have that level of authenticity. They are truly who they are. They're unapologetic and they are being truly themselves. And when you're not doing that, that is the number one reason why you are not attracting your dream clients. And that sort of falls into the same category of inauthenticity because that comes down to your brand messaging and your brand delivery. Is your messaging speaking directly to the desires and the pain points of your target market? Do they know that these offers are for them? If you read a sales page, and I know we're emotional about our brands, so we can get really caught up in the like, but I like this little phrase, I like this, I like that, but is it on brand? Is it speaking to your target audience? Because keep in mind, your brand is not about you. It's about your consumer and how you make them feel, how you welcome them into your space. And if they don't feel welcome into your space and curious about your space and safe in your space, they're not coming into your space. So you have to be very mindful when you're creating content. It's not just about staying on brand with the language that you use and the typeface and the imagery. It's about the message that you're delivering. It's about the way that you are speaking emotionally, how you are connecting, how you are relating, how you are building trust. And we can all look at ourselves and look at our own buyer persona and how we buy, how we purchase, how we trust, how we follow somebody. So when you reverse engineer this, if you were to look at yourself and use yourself as a case study, when you make that decision to follow somebody, what is the reason behind that? And are you doing that thing in your own business? So is it somebody's personality? Is it their brand aesthetic? Is it the captions that they're writing? Is it the type of content that they're sharing? Is it the offer that they have? Is it the education and value they're providing? What is it that resonates with you so strongly that you hit that like or follow button, or subscribe in this case, YouTube? What is it that is causing you to follow somebody, to like their content, to show up and support them? And let's take it a little step further. What is it that's causing you to buy into what they're selling? I know off the top of my head, there's 3 people on social media right now who I would buy anything that they are selling. And you know why? Their energy is so magnetic. You just feel like whatever they're selling is going to give you this life transformation. And even thinking about that, all the coaches that I have purchased from, or all the brands that I have purchased from, mentorship, wherever I've purchased, all of these people have had that same energy. All of them. And that is what makes them different. It's not fake energy. It's not showing up to show up. It's not being just disciplined to reach their macro goal. It's them being authentic. Them being clear about the delivery of their message. Them telling me how I need them and me buying into that. Really think about your brand from the lens of the way you perceive a trusted brand and see if your boxes are all checked. Do you do all the things that are a selling point for you with somebody else's business? Are you doing A, B, C, D? And if you're not, then you have room to grow, room to build, room to tweak. We all have to do some cleanup over here. We all have a little renovation in our businesses from time to time. We are all growing. We are all shifting. We are all changing. And again, give yourself permission. Be unapologetic in that. You're not supposed to be the same person at 18, 25, 36, 45, 58, 70, 80, 90. You're not supposed to be the same. You're supposed to grow. You're supposed to evolve. You're supposed to change. You're supposed to find who you are here to be, that soul purpose, that version of you, that highest self. So it is okay to look at yourself and say, you know what? I'm being inauthentic. This brand messaging doesn't relate. My content doesn't feel true to my core. And really understand how to fix that. And I have to say that when you get to the core of what's keeping you and your audience separated, so why they're not buying into that, you start to realize that the thing you're expecting from them is the thing that you're not delivering. If you're expecting people to like and share and comment and save and follow you, you have to reciprocate. Again, this is transactional. You're not here for yourself. You're here for your community, and they are your priority. They are what's going to make or break your business. And honestly, that's the whole reason why we're here, to serve. So it's really about getting clear on that. When you do that, you start to see an engaged audience, and then you start to see more followers, and you start to get people looking at your sales pages and getting in those lead magnets. So some of those freebies are low ticket offers. And as you build trust with them, you start to get a community of people who are buying into what you are selling, who are getting the transformation that you offer, who are seeing the value that you already see in yourself now. But a lot of times when we are not seeing this transformation fast enough, when we are not reaching the community fast enough, we get discouraged and we want to stop, and we look at ourselves as failures. And instead of doing the internal work that I teach in my programs about growth mindset and nervous system regulation and mindset reprogramming and clearing the limiting beliefs, you start to punish yourself. You start to think something's wrong with you when nothing's wrong with you. You just need a little clarity. You're just maybe confused, or maybe you are trying to compare or compete with somebody else because there's just a little bit of inauthenticity there. And I teach this in Burnout to Abundance. It's a course that I designed specifically for people who feel like they are in that survival mode of their business, that hustle mentality, that go, 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 grind all day, and then they burn themselves out. Some of them don't even know that they're burnt out, and they're exhausted, and they don't even want to keep going, but they know they have to because they have to make money. So in Burnout to Abundance, I teach you how to break through the whole survival energy, how to get through that lack mindset, clear those limiting beliefs, clear those fears, and really start to attract an abundance. It was honestly the biggest shift in my business that changed everything for me, and it healed me. It's the one thing I learned on my 1-year sabbatical that was too good to gatekeep, to not share with the entire world because everybody should feel this good. Because if you have to show up every single day in your business, then you need to feel 110%. So I just want you to think about your business from the lens of the way that you, as the consumer, approach things. Think about what resonates with you, how you buy, what your buyer persona is. And by the way, if you're not familiar with your buyer persona, I go into depth about this in my community. I have an entire program that's in there. The community is literally $50 a month. You can cancel at any time. So you can join and just watch this video if you want. But it's all about buyer personas and how to attract your dream clients and get them into your sales funnels and start buying from you. This program's amazing. And I think it's really important once you have the authenticity in your business and once you have created a connection with your audience to understand the buyer's timeline. But if you are still trying to build that authenticity and you're still trying to get eyeballs on your business, so that visibility, I think you have to backstep a little and go back to the foundation and ask yourself, what's truly in alignment with you? Is there something that you can change? Is there a voice that you can show up with that feels more authentic to you and your business? Is there a type of content you can create? Can you show up for yourself more consistently instead of just assuming that you can repurpose content all the time, or you can throw something old in with the new? Like, really Meet your audience where they are now and try to think about them first and build from connection and what they need. I hope that this helps you attract your dream tribe, get an abundance of everything that you're seeking in your business, and really build community. Community is so good. And when you start thinking about things as community and not competition, you start to realize that what's meant to be yours will always be yours. So it doesn't matter how many followers this person has or how many people are in this person's community or any of these things. What's meant to be yours will be yours when you show up authentically as yourself and you get in alignment. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I love you so very much, and I wish you nothing but beautiful success in your career. I'll see you on the next one.